Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Lansing Ignite, a football manager story where we are trying to save Lansing Ignite from bankruptcy and dissolution and all of that. Gotta make sure our finances are in order. Now today we're going to be playing our third game in USL League One, but before we get to that, we are going to actually talk about and look at our finances, because at the end of last episode we sort of noticed some downward trends, and so we're at the beginning of a new month, which right now these numbers are a little scary, but we have no income yet this month, so we can't quite judge the month until later. But as you can see, our season right now is in the red. 39,000 we've lost this season. We do still have 11,000 in the bank, which isn't a great amount of liquid assets. So this month is going to be sort of a tipping point to see what we start doing. Now, as you can see down here, it says negative 84K for the month. I don't know about that. We've only got 1,600 expenditures, so this is probably like an overall profit and loss. Anyway, if it continues in this trend by the end of the month, we're going to have to look at, increasing our cash flow, decreasing our payroll. That means selling players, which isn't really the end of the world because it is actually part of our club vision. If we go up here to club vision, first of all, of course, work within the budget. Second of all, sign players to sell for a profit. So we definitely have to do that. Now, we've signed all of our players on a free, so anybody we sell is profit, that's for sure, but it just depends on how much profit we can get would definitely be the deciding factor, I think, on whether we get positive marks here from the club or not, because we are just on a one-year contract, so we still we might save the club and get fired. How about that? How you like them apples? Anyway, I have tried to get the board to give us a senior affiliate that might pay us some money. Right now we've got Chicago as a senior affiliate, and I don't know that they're actually paying us any money. Annual fee, 0. So I tried to get them to add another senior affiliate, and they basically said, no, we want to keep our independence or whatever, so maybe we'll try again at some point. But, we're just trying all the tricks to get in a little bit of income. We could try the loan trick at some point, but I don't know if that's really kosher, because I don't know why it's not kosher. But anyway, we're not going to try it now. We'll wait till we get desperate to start trying the dirty tricks. Anyway, nothing else has happened in terms of players coming in, players going out. So today we have a matchup in the USL. We can take a look at our competitions here. We are first in the division with 2 wins in 2 games. It's pretty good. We're the only team with 2 wins in the league. Toronto FC 2, who is our opponent today, is the only team in the league. No, wait, there's two teams in the league who've only played 1 game. Okay, so we're playing one of those teams. So this is basically, first place matchup right here. If they win, they go into first place. I think that's how that works. Anyway, they'll have 2 wins and no losses. We'll have 2 wins and 1 loss. Seems like they should be in first place. Half game in first place. Anyway, let's get to the matchup. We might do a quick look at their stadium. Take a look at our road trip. But, I don't think there's going to be much to see there. It's just a training ground. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what should be the shortest road trip of the season for Lansing Ignite, as we take the 4-hour and 41-minute bus ride from Cooley Law School Stadium, over the Blue Water Bridge, through Sarnia, Ontario, past London. Then we take the 401 north past Hamilton, past Mississauga, through the heart of Toronto, Canada, and to BMO Training Field, where we will face TFC II. How about that? Now, This video will probably be very short because there's not a lot going on here at BMO because it's a training ground. Let's face it, it's not an actual stadium. They did play most of their games there, if not all of their home games at the training field. This is not zooming in well. I'm not sure the deal, but there's two problems here. I mentioned that it is a training field, but also it's right next to the dang on airport. Look at that, right next to the airport. So, not a lot of great photos going on here. Let's see. I know we can drop down pretty much right on. There it is. There's the dome. They've got an indoor-outdoor dome to help them, practice during snowy times, which you're sure to get here in Toronto. Like I said, not a lot to look at here. Some training grounds, fun stuff. Giant parking lot. There's one of their weird-looking taxi cabs. It's like crazy colors. Anyway, I mean, it's desolation. It's not quite the same desolation as we faced in Tucson. That was a little bit more inhabited than this. It's just, it's a training ground. What are you going to do? And it's near the airport, so it's not like people can take a lot of pictures. It's not like there's a lot of fun stuff around here. So by my best guess, my best estimation, this is the field they actually played on. It's got some bleachers. I remember seeing some of these games on ESPN Plus, and I think this is the field that it looked like because this seems to be their best field. It wasn't that field that we looked at over there because there's nothing over there. And there's another field over here, but I don't remember seeing this blue track on the replays of the game. And also, this seems to be set up for American-style football, or I guess Canadian football, if you will. So I'm pretty sure it's the middle field that we played on. Oh, what's going on here? It looks like we got like concessions or fundraiser or something. Maybe they're signing some kids up for some sort of activity. Looks like there's a little crowd in the background there. But again, this is set up for American football, and I'm pretty sure this is their nicest field. It's got bleachers, a couple of bleachers. So yeah, not a heck of a lot going on. As I mentioned, I watched some of these games on TV. TFC II is probably the team I paid attention to most when it came to USL, other than Lansing Ignite, obviously. TFC was the team that I saw a few times that year because at the time I was playing a Canadian save in FM, and I knew a lot of the players, so I wanted to see them in person and see how good they really were. So anyway, there we go. Not a lot to look at. We'll get back to the video right now. Let's get to the match preview. TFC II are the favorites at home. They've only played one game, so it's too early to tell. We've likewise only played 2 games. It's a 1,300 kickoff at Kia Training Ground. 148 tickets sold out of 500, so it's another one of these very, very small venues. 64 degrees and breezy. We'll take that. Partly sunny in Toronto. That's pretty good. We'll take that kind of weather for sure. Biggest strength for TFC II is passing. Potential weakness, dribbling. Okay, we can deal with that. We're not really a pressure team, but, if their weakness is dribbling, we might want to think about marking some of these guys tightly. Anyway, I think that's all we need to look at. Let's look at the team selection. TFC II. I don't think we're going to do any changes from last time. The one thing we could change would be N4, taking him out. But he played so well. Why not keep him in? So, we'll give him a shot. You've selected 4 substitutes. Okay, we got to fix that. Still have a preseason lineup in there in terms of substitutions. But, you know what? Not going to fix it now. Not going to fix it on camera. Here we go. Starting lineup again. Cleveland, Lillard, Stoneman, Kwafik, Serda, Lewis, Perez, Gomez, Moshabane, N4, and Bruce. Meanwhile, TFC II has some familiar names on there. Not necessarily Klanovsky or Schwartz at the left back, but Romeo, definitely Rocco. I definitely recognize that guy. Mingo's their team captain. Francis Ramos Mingo, one appearance, 6.8. West, right back, 6.4. That's no good. Okello, Ovale, Nelson, Uccello, perhaps. Luca Uccello, highest average rated player. 7.7 rating, 1 assist. There's Endo. 1 goal. Hasn't played too terrifically well. Jordan Perusa up top. A lot of low ratings for this Toronto team. I don't think they played particularly well in their last game. Looks like Ovale is making his debut here. Doesn't say debut, but I don't know. Let's go. Dressing room. All right. What sort of pep talk are we giving here? Go out there and impress me. No, they really have not cared for my pep talks. I've been choosing the wrong words for these boys. Maybe I got to get assertive with these guys. Sometimes teams react a lot better if you get assertive with them for some reason. Maybe it's a cultural thing. I don't know. But the calmness that usually works in higher levels is not working at the lower levels. Let's see. Tactics. Do we want to press these guys coming off the start here? Let's take a look at opposition. You're not going to send the whole team pressing, but let's ask old Nate Miller what he thinks. He thinks we should press Ocello, who has the most assists on the team, I guess. But you know what? We're going to tightly mark these guys. It looks like Jesus West is coming forward. Schwartz. Okay. I don't think we want to press these guys. I think we'll just tightly mark to start off and see how that works. All right. Let's go. Let us play. So TFC II, in terms of how they relate to Lansing Ignite, they're the team that I paid the most attention to in USL. Because at the time I was playing a Canadian save in FM, so I knew some of the players on the team. Oh, here we go. Cello with a free kick deep in Lansing Unite territory. Lansing Ignite. West. Jesus, the guy we were trying to mark. Fullback. Gets the opening goal. That's not so good. On the road. Going down 1-0 early. West just sort of boxes out his defender. Scores over the top. All right, that's a quick 1-0. Here we go. We are in the Reds. No, we're in the Blues. What am I thinking about? They're the Reds, obviously. Anyway, Lillard gets it back after the throw-in. Drops it off to Perez. Perez forward to Moshobene. Can he make a move? He does, but he barely keeps it in bounds. TFC II clears it going the other way. Nope, Kwafik. He's going to launch it to Bruce. Bruce not offside. No, Bruce definitely offside. I was pretty shocked they didn't blow that whistle earlier. All right, 18 minutes down. So to finish my TFC II thought, nope, we're not going to get there. Here's Ocello again. On another set piece. Cleveland has to make the stop. They're playing their set pieces pretty well. That's 2 very good chances for TFC II. Here we go. 29 minutes. Endo throws it in. Uccello seems to be their guy pulling the strings. Okello's got a yellow card already. That's one of his drawbacks. Oh boy, wide open. But again, Cleveland comes up with the save. Here we go. Nope. Can't start the counterattack. Might be having shots, but they're coming from long range. Right now, we'll take some shots. We only have 3 shots, so it's not like we got a ton. They got 5 shots, 5 on target. Get out of Dodge. Here we go. Cello again. Sends in the corner. Okello heads it out. Okay, N4 clears it, sort of. Going to give them another corner on the other side. All right, here we go. I'm sure this is Ocello again. Yep. See what he can do with it. Sends it in. Noble Okello. They are targeting the big man, as they probably should. Lewis has made a lot of mistakes. Serta's got a yellow card. We've only got 3 shots in the whole half. We got to change something up. I mean, that was bad. 40% possession. We can't sit back on our counterattack style. So I think for the first time all year, we're going to have to change things up a bit. I think we're going to have to do something like that. You know? Don't really want to take Serta out. If we got to take somebody out, he's got to be the dude. I mean, we do have Carr on the bench. You know, if we even it up and have to go back defensive, we can do it by bringing Carr back in. So we're going to bring in Faz in. Oh, he's also a poacher. Let's see how much better he is than N4. 13, 12. I mean, better finishing, better heading. 13. Not much. Not much. Is N4 a little better at any other thing? He's advanced forward. Don't really want advanced forward. I would rather have, you know, Faz can play like sort of target man-ish. So we'll give that a try. There we go. 3-4-3. First time we've tried it in a real live game this year. I mean, look at these. Look at these ratings. Just awful. Awful, boys. We're not doing well. All right, analysis. No. Pep talk. Pep talk. It's time to get assertive, like I said. Not passionate, but assertive. Show me something else. Is that as brutal as I can get? Is that the words that will motivate this team? Yeah, okay. Got a few motivations. Cleveland, Quafic, Gomez, Lewis, Bruce. Okay, that's pretty good. More than half the team was motivated by that. Let's go. Start the second half. Could be a huge mistake to change it up like this, but they might not be expecting us to come out halftime and, you know, attack and press, do this kind of stuff. You know, even though they got a lot of their... There we go. Lewis with a big steal off the start. Okay. I mean, that's better than what we had been going on. 40% possession. Here we go. Corner from Stoneman, of all people. Loops it in. Lillard off the keeper. Lillard gets the rebound to Bruce. Centers it. Gomez. Defense is there. West has to clear it out, but he can't get it past Stoneman. The attack continues. Stoneman chips it in to nobody, and here we go. TFC, nope. Defense is back there. All right, that was a pretty good sequence. We'll take that. We've already got 7 shots in the second half, but time is flying by. 52-39. Perez. Pass deflected. Okay, that was very strange. Stoneman, see what you can do with it. We got those 3 defenders back there all alone. Everybody else is pushed forward. Perez sends it up to Bruce. Looks like he's going to chase it down right at the touch line. Loses it to Schwartz. Gets it back. Pato cannot head it in the goal. Come on. Oh, look at the ratings. Lewis and 4. 65 minutes. I mean, things are just flying by. I think it's time to bring Rafa in off the bench. I mean, Toomey's playing okay. He's probably, you know, I don't know. But we're going to bring Rafa in as a spark off the bench, even though I'd probably prefer to get Gomez out of there. But he's playing a bit out of position. Ball-winning midfielder and support. Perez. Mazzala? Sure. Put him on Mazzala. Anybody else? I think we will put Rafa on attack. Okay. Okay. Just trying to mix it up. Just trying to mix it up. What are these team instructions anyway? I haven't looked at this in a while. Slightly more direct, I guess. We'll do that. How are we looking in transition? Counter press. Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think what we do need to do, though, is our opposition instructions, and we do need to actually push up on these guys. All right. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to push up on them individually. They've already made 2 subs. Moved Endo down to the midfield. That's interesting. So what we like to do is press down the middle. See if we can get some turnovers that way. All right, here we go. No. 75 minutes. It's not looking good. Here we go. Klanovsky, 78 minutes down. Can we get the equalizer? TFC II has it over midfield. Endo, risky pass out wide to Dorsey, but he gets there. Challenges the defense. Lewis almost steals it. Kwafik with a good header. Perez, can he start the counterattack? Blasts it downfield. Pato cannot win it, but Lewis catches up to it. Lewis seems to be our most motivated guy. Drops it back. Perez. Gomez forward to N4. Out wide to Rafa. Rafa. Eek. Fires it into the parking lot. Okay, 80 minutes. Another highlight. Perhaps Lansing Ignite has something going here. Bombs it downfield to Bruce. Nope. Header goes awry. 80 minutes. Endo. Free kick. Okay. That would have been a heck of a bend. He was not able to bend that in on target. Come on, boys. We gotta do something. Can we yell at him? Get creative. Here we go. 88 minutes. Lillard with the throw in. Near sideline. Gets it to Pato. Lillard sends it in. Bruce with the header. Wide. 90 minutes. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Minute to go. TFC II has it in Lansing territory. Endo. Ovale just sort of wasting time with it a little bit. Come on, boys. Let's press him a bit. Nelson with a little cheeky back pass to Schwartz. Nope. Dorsey, though, recovers for TFC. Tries to center it. Good defense in the middle from Lansing. Perez clears it, but nobody is there. Looks like Lewis is going to get to it again. Lewis tries to start the attack around the defender. Gets tackled, but Perez swoops in. He's got some men going forward. Gets it to Bruce behind the defense. Bruce. Big stop. Big stop from the goalkeeper. About 20 seconds left in the game. Here we go. Final play. Stoneman. He's been looping him in there. This one he sends a little shorter. Nope, headed out by TFC. And there it is. First loss of the season for Lansing Ignite. Told you. 1-0. 1-0. Not so good. All right. Dressing room. Pep talk. Assertive. Far from pleased. Get out. Get out of here. I mean, like I said, I thought TFC II was one of the more talented teams. So I think that showed us a little bit where their talent level was. But also, that doesn't really play into our strength. Our strength right now is the counterattack, sitting back defensively. We got 3 fine defenders, but they got that first goal on us, and now it's a little bit more difficult to generate offense with this team. We'll see. So we might have to practice on that 3-striker formation a little bit more. I don't know. Let's see what that did to our finances. Yeah, so $5,000 for playing a game. That's not too bad. Not terrible. But yeah, we do have to work on our finances. We have to come back, what do our attendance numbers look like? So, 2,000 for we've only had the one home game. So it's hard to really look at our attendance. But the thing is, the thing that really was the bugaboo of this franchise in the first season it was a very late decision to join USL League One and create the Ignite and all that stuff. You know, the sale of Lansing United to the Ignite was kind of done in secret. Not a lot of people knew about it. They didn't inform the fans until after it was done. They didn't inform the supporters, season ticket holders, nobody until after it was already done. And even then, they didn't really do it in a personalized manner, you know. Like as a season ticket holder, I didn't even get a letter in the mail. It's not like they didn't have my address. You know, they still send me letters in the mail for the women's team to see if I want to be a season ticket holder of the women's team. So it's not like they didn't have my address. It's just they didn't send out a letter saying, this, you know, we've done this, we've made the sale, please come support the Ignite. None of that. I didn't get anything. And so that didn't help, but also there wasn't enough time to build up hype with the rest of the community. So they alienated like half the people who would have supported them from Lansing United. And then they didn't really have a great amount of time to communicate that they even existed to the rest of the city, right? So they had like a billboard up and they had, you know, a little bit of advertisement here and there. But I think they were just betting that a new team coming to the stadium would bring people in, and it just didn't work. So that was a big problem with attendance. And, you know, we're looking sort of to have the same problems, unfortunately. All right, so I think that's going to do it. We're going to end it there. We got Orlando B next, so another team that could have a lot of young talent that might give us some problems. So we're going to really have to work something out and see, you know, if our defensive tactics don't work against these top two teams, or most talented teams, we're going to have to figure something else out. So until then, until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.